Hey guys, Gavin from Battlefield Bricks here for the next review and upgrade of the Panzer Bricklabs kits, and today I have for you guys the Sd.Kfz 251. This model is one of many available for purchase over on his website, which has tons of other great kits and printed parts for you guys, so make sure to go check out the links in the description down below after this video. Now, a few things before this review. All opinions expressed are my own, and the model that is available for purchase will not be exactly as seen in my review. Some models may have some modifications, color swaps, or specifically printed parts, but I will specify those cases in each review. Now, with that taken care of, let's get right into the review. The Sd.Kfz 251 was the most produced German half-track of the Second World War and has become famous from countless movies and games alike. The Sd.Kfz 251's brutal and very angled appearance has always fascinated me, even at a young age. Back in the year of 2015, I bought my first ever World War II kit, and it opened my eyes to the new world of military and Legos. Now, in the last 9 years, the world of kit design has changed, and so have my taste in kits, which I've now moved to 1/45th scale, and I do believe that this here is my favorite iteration of this vehicle done in brick form to date. I also have instructions for this model, two sets actually. One is the original set I got with the kit, which shows the unprinted version. And then I also have an updated copy here with the newer tow hitch and the printed parts as well. These are both really well printed, easy to follow, and I highly recommend picking up yourself a kit from Panzer Bricklabs. It's a personal favorite of mine, and the copy I got was from the very first release of the official Panzer Bricklabs kits, so mine doesn't have any of the really nice prints and the addition of the new tow hitch. But I do still have some decals put on there anyway from my old con project to give you guys a good idea of what they kind of look like. All the angles are fantastic, truly, and I love how the tracks and wheels are both able to move. A particular favorite detail of mine on this is how perfectly the gun shield looks. On the front here, it's relatively simply done with just monopods and 1x2 tiles, but it sells the look extremely well. I also appreciate the inclusion of the second MG mount here in the back, although it can be a little bit finicky to get it in the right place. Just moving around the back here entirely, the only, not really a complaint as much as just sad that the back door doesn't open, but again, this is a limitation to the scale of 1/45th. Another thing I really like about this model though is how well it scales next to a minifigure, and it even fits minifigures inside really well. The coolest part of this kit is that it actually is a double feature. Included are actually the extra parts to convert your 251 into a Sd.Kfz 251-9 with a stummel gun. This edition has some interesting techniques to achieve the side armor around the cannon and has elevation as well. Overall, this model is a really great addition to any collection or diorama you are working on. Now, you all know I love to modify all the vehicles I get to have that lived-in feel, and the 251 is no different. Even if it was designed just to transport Panzer Grenadiers across to the front lines, they still got a lot packed on them with extra field gear and extra supplies. Firstly, I want to add some headlights to the front here, just swapping out these 2x2 tiles for jumper plates with some monopods and 1x1 round tiles with a bar on top. Inside these, I just have the actual stud cut off of a 1x1 plate and inserted into the anti-stud. I learned this technique from Bricktingsmon on Instagram. And besides that, the only other physical change I want to make to the model is going to be adding a 1x1 bracket here as an extra connection point for some foliage in a second here. Now, here's a new one to me. These bag accessories I've had for a long time, but the strap on them have snapped off, and I've kept them around for a little bit too long, and I've decided to just cut off the straps entirely and use some sticky tack on the back here and just slap them on, and they work really well as just some extra stowage bags. Along with the bags, I'm just going to add a rolled up canvas in the back here with some sticky tack just to keep it in place. With a couple of rainbow loom bands, I'm also able to add some gas tanks, and these are just wrapping around some plates here. I'm also going to swap out the saddle drum on this back MG34 for this one I got from Brick Soldiers. Lastly, I'm just going to add these leaves here and just weave a couple of them together to give them a little bit of a more big fluffy feel. And I think the angle that this creates really matches up nicely against the shape of the 251. Now all that's left to do is put this in a mock. And sadly, as cool as Khan was, I'm not going to let it count as a mock for this vehicle specifically, so I'm going to build something entirely new for it.
Many months later.
Okay, so it's been over a month now since I started recording this video, and I really couldn't think of something to do for this 251 display. There were just so many possibilities of things to do with it that I just couldn't pick an idea and stick with it. After a good talk with History Builder, I had some ideas to go off of, and here it is. Not perfect by any means, but I'm very happy with how this one came out. We've got some 17th SS Panzer Grenadiers who are moving up through the backyards of some houses during Operation Cobra during 1944. I want to thank you guys for watching my review and showcase of the Panzer Bricklabs Sd.Kfz 251, and to make sure to like and comment down below what vehicle you'd like to see reviewed next, and if you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe to not miss any more future videos. See ya!